Alright. 60-second delay is up. Everything's good. All the commands are tested. Alright. So this is going to be something different today. We're still going to be covering FNF. Whether or not we do all 3 rounds of FNF for rounds 2 and 3 is dependent on how quickly this goes. In the future, this is the only operation of this that runs on a Friday. In the future, it'll be running at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm going to cover the Saturdays. Not sure about the Sundays yet. But the whole schedule is in one of the 2 commands. I think the link command has it. But this is going to be something rather interesting here. So this is a Polish PvP sector control style scenario. So we've done CTF in the past with... the name escapes me at the moment. But that was a large-scale thing, and then FNF, you know, had Titans back in the day, which was just a one-life PvP multi-round thing. This is a single-round 999 ticket multi-life 5v5 with 3 sectors under control. And if you have 2 of the sectors under control, the enemy bleeds 2 tickets a second. If you have all 3 sectors under control, the enemy bleeds 5 tickets a second. So these are hour-long matches. And you're going to actually see some really familiar names here, like Amberus here, because these are, again, all Polish players. So some of them we're going to be able to see from OFCRA. Some we might even recognize from FNF. Some we might recognize from other places, but a lot of them are also going to be brand new. So this is all completely new territory for me, which is why I jumped on covering this. We also have another one-off PvP thing we're going to be covering on, I believe, Monday. Just before the Zeus op, which I think I'm going to have to push that back by an hour. But that's going to be an op idea I had a long time ago, which is basically mortar teams and artillery teams and spotter teams all trying to find each other and eliminate each other. So that's going to be a one-off, but this we're going to be covering for the next 2 months, mainly on Saturdays, but this is the Friday opener. So it's going to cut a little bit into FNF. I don't know how much, because sometimes FNF doesn't start till 30 minutes late, and this could finish up early. It just depends on, they've got 2-hour blocks of time for the groups, but if they start closer to the beginning, it's a 1-hour thing. So let's say this starts within the next 15 minutes, because they're doing a brief right now. It's all in Polish, though, so I don't know how it's going to be. But if they were to start, let's say, in, again, 10 minutes... Then it goes from 12 to 1. Let's say they exhaust the entire time, and then they take another 15 minutes and then start at 1:25, and then we get to 2:25, then we're good. We'll still be able to cover this one. But I'll take any questions in chat. Again, it's just a 1-minute delay.
Let's talk about AI for a second.
Oh my gosh, why did my music not loop properly? Thank you. Very cool. It did loop. It's still... Ah, man, YouTube's cracking down on the ways we get around ads. That's annoying. I'll just have to put up another ad blocker. But anyway, this is 5v5, and it's going to be interesting. Looks like they bumped it to 6. So we might actually be waiting on a 6th person here. I thought it was 5v5 based off what I saw, but it looks like they're bumping it to 6v6. Otherwise, the official rules for the scenario you can actually look at if you use the command... New command, by the way, PvP rules. The only addition to those rules, though, is you have to work in buddy teams. So that's why it's going to, I think, go to 6v6. Because I was thinking, yeah, we have got a 2-man rule, but it's in odd numbers. How does that work? But looks like they're looking for one of the final community members here. Also, I'm going to put the prediction up in a minute. But that should be interesting either way. Oh, yeah, Charlotte, I forgot. You know Polish. I might bug you later then as a translator there, and we'll see how things go. Also, what was yesterday's problem? If you can jog my memory, because there's a lot of problems I'm working out across various different scenarios. I put one on Twitter about triggers firing sounds and the sound playing across the server, because I don't know how to solve that one, but oh. But otherwise, the buddy team rule is basically if you are going to leave respawn, you need to have a buddy. if your buddy dies but you're within a very short distance of a sector, you can still go and take the sector. If you're defending a sector, you can, even if your buddy dies, still defend the sector, but you can't push out to another sector. And I think that's it in terms of the rules there, but, you know, we'll play it on the fly. Anyway, round is starting. This is not FNF. This is a completely different group. And if you want their information, you can do !links. I believe it's the third link that has it. But real quick, I want to put a prediction up. Here's the map. Here's the two spawns. So an Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. It's basically all around a presidential palace, which I think is really, really cool, mind you. They basically walled off the entire AO. So who will win this? And then I've got their names provided. I just have to make sure that they'll fit. So yeah, for FOG Forward Operation Group, I can't put the entire breakdown of their name because it just doesn't fit in the box. I run out of text. So then I can just do JAGA. And then we'll set this for a quick 10 minutes. Otherwise, 6v6, we'll see how things go. And righto, Charlotte, for briefing on round 2, if you're still around, because it'll definitely be before FNF, I'll listen in on the brief and you can translate and put the translations in chat, because I do see the chat boxes up. Sometimes I take that away when I'm doing issues and whatnot. Oh, yeah, so a quick note on the whole stream sniping issue. It was resolved. We ruled it as it wasn't a stream sniping issue. There was, I don't want to call it an excuse, but there was a reason for it. It just wasn't involved, and based off of how NASA and I reviewed the footage, we just didn't see an issue there. So we're just going to keep an eye on it, and if it becomes an issue later, it'll become an issue later. Alright.
Let me reload data.
I love how they literally are wearing blue and probably red uniforms on the other side to completely nullify PID issues. But it's still going to be funny as hell if we see one. So we got a 240 Bravo in play. And then a bunch of, I think those are Mark 18 5.56 rifles. And then we have a mirror match on the other side.
Reszta idzie z góry, będzie atakowała poddanne. Słuchajcie, broń na plecach, macie być gigamobilni i cały czas latać. Pamiętajcie, dwójkami wychodzimy z bazy. Jak ktoś umrze, cofamy się trochę po niego, żeby móc dobiec. Nie marnujemy czasu, żeby ktoś siedział w bazie, tylko cofacie po niego.
So this is FOG, Forward Operating Group, or Operation Group, my bad. And then Blue 4 is JAGA. I think that's pronounced JAGA, or JAGA. I don't know the exact dialect. And my host even told me he has no idea what it stands for. But again, this is going to be, I think, 8 or 16 different Polish communities basically fighting it out for, you know, their local country tourney to see who's the best. Otherwise, we have our 3 sectors drawn here. We've got a flag marker here to show that this one is neutral. We have another neutral flag marker here around this fountain. And then we have a rooftop area here on top of El Presidente's palace. I like that. So these are fairly big sectors, and again, with a 999 ticket pool, which it looks like I don't have the ability to keep track of that live from the spectator interface, so we're just going to have to judge it based off of who's either getting more kills or who's controlling more of the sectors, because again, if you have 2 sectors, the enemy bleeds 2 tickets a second. If you have all 3 sectors, the enemy bleeds 5 tickets a second. But this is going to be an hour-long match, but it appears both sides have the same equipment. It's pretty much a mirror match. And they've got similar armor as well. So, honestly, if you give both sides the same exact stuff, same exact ammo, the only difference is... it's like, I can't tell if the uniform, or excuse me, the vests are different. No, it looks like they're the same. It's just the uniforms that are different, but those always have very similar armor values, unless you're using CSAT uniforms, because they have armor built in, but it's pretty much a mirror match. It's red versus blue Team Fortress 2. Yeah, this is the Polish mod for Team Fortress 3, guys. It's neutral sector control.
Nie działa.
Oh, that's funny.
No bo nie zainstalował tego,
No to z Forza, no są zjebani, tak.
Now, I don't think I'm gonna get any highlights from this, but just in case,
Ty, wiecie co? Ja jestem medykiem, nie? Mi
I'm
Windows kurwa nie
gonna
działa.
make a note of that in my little timestamps here. Here, Charlotte, what does that mean? Translate. It'll be a minute off, I know, but this is also a really nice map. This is something I could probably throw Karma Cut into, because there's a bunch of other stuff around here, so, you know, good ideas for later. Farabad, I'm gonna have to remember that. It's got an airport next to it and everything. This definitely looks like an Arma 2 ported map, though.
Let's give him a warm.
No, it's not, because there's Arma 3 buildings in this, too. This is a very, man, op ideas be flowing. But, Charlotte, if you ever want to convert whatever's being said in chat into English for me, I think we'd all appreciate that. I will be covering both games tonight, yes. My plan is, again, I'm covering this opening Friday. I'm going to try to cover every Saturday over the next 2 months. And then if I can, I'll cover the Sundays too, but it is a lot of time. Thankfully, because I have Neko Dragon working for me now, I have all that spare time, but just in case other things come up, I might need to take those Sundays to do other things, so we'll see. But yeah, looking at the AOs here and how they're divided, I mean, it's just a short run away, or you could run over here. And it looks like there's some back-end stairwells and some ladders to get up from the rear right here, and then this also gives you stairwell access. So if you're going over here, this is definitely more of a long-range fight right off the bat on the eastern wall. If you're going to go west and push around, you got some trees to work with, some low walls, some bunkers, and definitely a lot of foliage for cover and concealment. Depending on the texture, though, usually foliage is only for concealment, but you got a few trees for some hard cover. This sector, though, is going to be a nightmare to get because it looks like the only ways to get it is through an open road. They got a lot of MRAPs in the way, though, so there's a lot of ways to cross it, but definitely this one has the longest distance. Though you could argue the sector on the rooftop also has the stairwells to go up, but they've got some safe stairwells on their side, so you shouldn't have any issues getting shot at from those angles, but I don't know. We'll see what both sides gravitate to in terms of AO. I feel like this sector, though, locking down this one and then sniping from up here would be a really advantageous spot. So we'll see if either side tries to dominate the rooftop sector and then use it to try to cover the middle sector, because I feel like between these two, this would be a safe bet. And then you're constantly having to basically fend off attacks from multiple different angles and possibly strain yourself. So, I don't know. This could be something interesting here. And yeah, Neko Dragon is the new basement slave, except of they don't process my footage. They just build extravagant operations for me in terms of map assets. I release all of their work in my Sneak Peeks channel, which is going to get a revamp with the Patreon revamping, but looks like Blue 4 has... Yeah, I think so. Guy was laughing. He's a medic and his window key doesn't work. Ah, dear. Ah, he's back. Something about not having TFAR installed? Awesome. Classic Polish work. But yeah, I also occasionally leak things. There's another chat thing right there. Leak things in the on Twitter too. I was gonna do it on YouTube, but YouTube's like, I'm gonna start randomly unsubbing people, and I'm like, what? And then I got messages from 2 people saying, hey, YouTube just unsubbed me from your thing, and I'm like, really? Damn, YouTube, why you gotta be like that? Just trying to show off pictures and use your features, but I guess not. They have the mod that physically pulls the map out.
Nie stricte środek, ale tak między A a B, nie? Żebyście ewentualnie mogli
I'll let Charlotte translate when she gets over to this one.
No dobra.
Stop using text chat unless necessary.
Hey Charlotte, can you translate that one too into English for me? I can't understand that one either. Yeah, so Blue 4 is making their play, and Op 4 is ready. So Op 4 is starting with 2 to the north, 4 to the south. Interesting.
Każdy punkt kontrolować, kurwa, z każdego miejsca, nie?
No to, ale ja mam maszynę.
Maszynę.
Maszynę, no.
Dobra, jaki to jest celownik?
Ty chyba...
No, co jest?
I on ma iść z tą maszyną?
No tak między między A
Ah,
a
it's a
B, nie?
bad word. Oh no.
Tak.
Whatever will I do?
Nie teraz.
6.
No.
Tutaj sobie weźcie sobie...
Medics don't need Windows key anyways.
Well, they do for medical. Then again, they could just hit H and use the medical menu, but that's besides the point. Samtino, thanks for the 5-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Dobra, który celownik by sobie wziąć, bo tak w sumie nie mam.
Well, technically you're scoring negative points for the enemy, so it could be deathmatch rules.
Tylko, że nie ma celownika na blisko. W sensie ma, tylko że góra celownika, nie? Bez żadnych
Looks like we also have someone with an ACOG scope.
RCO, M150.
Ja mam
Dobra. On ma tylko na ten, dobra.
So otherwise it's red dots,
na blisko, tylko nie
a
celuje się
single CCO68 scope on the machine gun, and then red dots for everyone else. How's Op 4 here? These guys are ready. They planned. So this guy is the marksman, Nathan. Machine gunner is Ottawas. Slightly concerned because I feel like this gives you a ×2 magnifier, but that's not really that much, to be perfectly honest. So we'll be watching this guy and this guy as the more heavy hitters. Blue Force heavy hitters are going to be Mohammed
Gotowi.
and Cello. So we'll see how that goes. So they're going for A and B. I can, again, understand that, but again, these sectors don't really have any way for them to cover each other, so they're going to have to be forced to divide themselves amongst the sectors. Meanwhile, if you take C, you've got a little bit of Overwatch on... Actually, you got quite a bit of Overwatch on B, and then some slight Overwatch on A, so if you just put your marksman up here, you're set. And then you can also come out on these stairwell sides and hit stuff, but you just got to be mindful of your flanks. So I'd imagine if it's meant to have 2 people up here, you have the marksman up here and then just someone covering his flanks there, and you should be fine. 60 minutes remaining. The round just started. All right, start time was at 12:15, so that's not bad. Blue 4 already running up here. We got a 2-man team running up this side. All groups are going triple time here. They're trying to immediately get up on this area. I love that Op 4 immediately is getting 4 people on the rooftop point. I think they understand where they need to go here. We have a little bit of desync on the running right here. I love when you have multiple people come around. That's a tough call. Looks like we had some flashbangs thrown in. Kubik's trying to get some shots on Dymus here. And we got Amber. I don't know what they were shooting at there. We got Blue 4 starting to take the central zone. Op 4 has control of the rooftop. Amber Roos beats Nathan up the ladder, but still gets taken out. Nathan gets first blood. And we had a incident over here. Kubik gets killed, but they were able to kill Keeper there. And now we got 2 Blue 4 in the center, 2 Blue 4 on the, or 2 Op 4 on the far sector here on Alpha. But it looks like we got some Blue 4 coming up as well. So Blue 4 started off by basically dividing 2, 2, and 2 amongst each sector. Op 4 went 4 and 2, but were able to basically take control of both the sectors they needed. So Op 4 is going to start bleeding 2 tickets per second on Blue 4's 999 tickets on the round, but now we've got some pressure coming. But Nappy gets a shot on Mohammed. Interesting, because Mohammed had the scope. Surprised they lost that fight, but now you're going to see these 2 continue to come down, and Op 4 is going to just lock down this sector here. I wonder where the other 2 Op 4 are. Looks like they've pulled back. No, there's only 1 KIA though, so it looks like 1 pulled back to go grab the reinforcement. Because again, you can only leave with buddy teams at respawn. So Dymus is going to be camping the ladder here. Not a bad call. Shoppy's camping the other one. They're trying to lock this one down. Oh! He takes a headshot, though. Shoppy now looking across, realizing he's in trouble. Runs down a little bit. Amber sees him, gets the headshot. And that's the 2 of them taken out, so Blue 4 is going to be able to take that area here. Blue 4's also taken this zone, and they're trying to do a flanking play, but they get Nappy. And now Blue 4 is going to have control of all 3 zones in a moment. So again, when you have all 3 zones, it bleeds 5 tickets per second. So if they're able to control this for at least a good 10 to 20 seconds, they're going to make back all the gains from Op4 having 2 tickets a second with that bleed. But looks like Nappy woke back up. They didn't double tap him. I think VODS noticed there. Machine Gunner just fired at him, or maybe it was at somebody else. But now I think the balance of power is going to be shifting to Blue 4, but Op 4, they're going to be taking the central sector. Nappy gets taken out by VODS. Also, if I'm butchering these names, please let me know. I probably am, and I apologize. Blue 4 now trying to maintain control of the rooftop sector here. Dymus pushes as Cubix gets killed by Dymus here. Amberus pulling back. In a few minutes, I'm going to do a quick check to see who has the most kills, who's got the highest kill-death ratio. Dymus and Amberus getting into a firefight. Sector C is now under control, as well as B, so now Blue 4 is bleeding 2 points a second. But Amberus gets the kill, and they're going to take control of Sector C again. Blue 4 have 4 people at respawn that they need to push out, because it's just 2 people holding sectors on their own here. Bart is still trying to hold this. We got this guy up here. This is the machine gunner too, but Bart is doing his best to try to get the headshot here. I'm surprised we're not seeing him bipod the weapon and just go ham, but I think he's worried that there might be someone else that'll come out and flank him. A little bit of a fake out there. Ambrose has pulled back. Quebec Keeper's trying to come up. They're going to lose control of Sector C in a moment. And it looks like Bardis actually just got the kill. And Amber just got flanked on the rear and taken out, but it looks like 3 people are being sent over as Cello is just going to be overwatching with the machine gun on the central sector there. That is Overwatch from Muhammad, who's now going to triple time in and take control of that sector. Again, I feel like Op4 is focusing on just locking down Sector C instead of utilizing Sector C to overwatch Sector B. Bardis gets a great drop on Nappy here. Doesn't realize Dymus is flanking around on the rear. Dymus might have an opportunity to get a back of the head headshot here. Pop a grenade in there. Nappy wakes back up. Or a flashbang. Oh, he's medicing. Oh, Bardis goes down. He finally took too many wounds here. You got Seba here pushing up. Got another Blue 4 body right there. Being cautious. Seba tries to get Shoppy, but gets flanked by Keeper here. But Blue 4 only have control of one sector because they lost the other one. Seto comes up and gets blasted by Nappy here, but Mohammed trying to get a rear shot. But he's caught in the open because he has no cover, and Nappy turns around and takes him out. Nappy I've seen gone unconscious and wake back up twice, so I'm surprised that I would expect him to have a bit more kills. But Ambrose comes up, gets a kill with that grenade. 3 and 2 right now, not a bad spread, but we could see Charlie now turn back around. I really wish there was a way for me to see the ticket counters in real time. I think Blue 4 and Op 4 can. It's just whether, for whatever reason, the spectator interface doesn't let me. But hey, that's something we might be able to fix for later. All right, so Mohammed's coming around. I thought they died, but I guess they woke back up after getting uncon locked in there. Again, these teams really need to focus on those double taps. Otherwise, they're just going to wake up and be a pain in the butt later. Cubix now taking Charlie. Op4 sending reinforcements up, though. We got Shoppy on the rear, though. Trying to get a shot on Amberus. We might see Op4 send a few guys to go take Bravo. Looks like we got a 2-man team coming around to do that. But now Charlie's under that control. Cubix gets the drop. You got 4 people up here now. I'm wondering if they're going to get on these windows and shoot at people that are now taking Bravo. Muhammad's still on his own. Bart is trying to rejoin him. Dymus has a really nice camp going right here. Immediately gets the drop on Bardis. Bardis could wake back up because most of those shots went in the plate. Muhammad finds the machine gunner here. Needs to come up and double tap. Doesn't double tap. And that might cost him. Wait, is he gonna get it back? Hold up. Yeah, of course. That's why you double tap, guys. That is why you double tap. Grenades going into the sector. Cubics, I think, is going to take a defragmentation from that. Got some fire coming around from over here. Dimus looks like the other guy woke up, but then got double tapped. Ambrose coming along the rear. Again, Blue 4 committing a lot of resources to holding Charlie. I don't mind that as long as they can then use it to overwatch Bravo, but they're stuck on defense right now because there's just too many angles for Op 4 to come up on this these stairwells. Zeto got to be careful. Could get flanked in a moment. Shoppy comes out. Zeto's just randomly suppressing the smoke out here. Keeper's about to flank him. There's the kill. Ambrose gets flanked by Shoppy. And again, it's hard to say who's in the lead right now because Op4 is maintaining 2 sectors, but if they control the 3rd sector for a little bit and nullify the fact that Blue 4 had control of the 3 sectors earlier for a little bit, the point values, or at least tickets, should be back on Op4 in Op4's favor, I should say. Keeper pulls the handgun out, so does Cubics. And Keeper gets taken out, but the sector's under control. The question is, can Shoppy now get in? There's the double tap. At least we're seeing some Blue 4 do that. Yeah, don't worry. I wrote that highlight down, Charlotte. All right, that sector goes back. He was able to at least bleed 15 or 20 tickets. Shoppy getting pushed, gets the kill, but then Seba gets the kill on Shoppy. We need to see Blue 4 focus on a few other sectors, but now we're going to see reinforcements come up and retake Charlie, because that's the one they got to try to get. Funny enough, Dimus is hunting Muhammad down right here. All right, that sector is now under their control. Seba needs to try to maintain control of Charlie, but that's about to be going to Op 4 here. And there it is. I'm going to be honest, I think the 240 is a bit of a... Oh, that grenade got bounced back. Seba pushes, but gets taken out. I'm not sure if Nathan got the kill there or the grenade actually caused damage. I think it was blocked, but that's funny that the misthrown grenade was still an issue. Oh, great grenade throw by Bardis there. That got him. And then some double tap shots to be safe. That's going to take Sector B. Sector A is under control. Now we need to see a push on Bravo. But here, we got someone finally using the Overwatch position. And Bardis has no idea where that's coming from. Grenade gets thrown in. I can't tell where it is. He gets dropped, but the sector is maintained. That grenade would have killed him, though, because he was open from the shrapnel there. So now we need to see Blue 4 rally over. I'm going to be honest. Again, you'd want 2 people holding Alpha, and you'd want 4 people constantly going for Charlie, because you can overwatch Bravo from Charlie, and if you need to, just run someone down the stairs and retake it. I feel like that's the master plan here. Amber Roos catches Dimus out in the open and takes him out. Amber being very aggressive here as his battle buddy holds Alpha. But by stopping this infantry push, that alleviates Alpha a bit, but it looks like they're going to start pushing their defenders down to Bravo. But Amber takes a nasty headshot from Nappy, and then Nappy sidesteps a grenade to take no shrapnel damage. That's awesome. Settler, is IBC playing on Saturday or Sunday? Because if they're playing Sunday, if they're doing Saturday, I'm definitely going to cover it. If it's Saturday, I'll try to make an effort to cover it because I love seeing you guys in OFCRA. IBC root beer, is that what you're referring to? Ah. All right. We've got a 3-man team forming up now at Respawn. 2 people holding Bravo, 1 holding Alpha. Again, I feel like the 240 Bravo... It's a great Overwatch weapon, but against the rifles at CQC, the rifles have a better fire rate. Bardis takes fire from the Overwatch position and the front. I don't know if he was panic firing up there, but Keeper's just holding this. Smoke grenades being thrown up. I've noticed the smoke grenades I catch, but that's a frag too, so sometimes the tracer effect works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little finicky, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, at point blank, the 240 Bravo is gonna annihilate somebody. Otherwise, you got Seto still covering the sector, other people trying to envelop on Bravo, Op4's taking control of Bravo here. It's a tough call. Keeper gets a great snipe. Let's go ahead and look at kill counts here. So, Cello is at 5-3. First number's going to be kills. Second number's going to be deaths. Cubix is on 4-5. Bardis is on 3-4. Amberus is on 5-5. Mohammed is on 2-4. And Seba is on 2-4. Dimus is on 2-5. Adawus, yeah, I think it's Adawus, is on 3-4. Nathan is on 4-4. Choppy is on 3-6. Nappy is on 3-3. And Keeper is on 7-4. But I think it's also because Keeper's using this Overwatch spot. I mean, it works. And then Choppy's just been covering security. So you got the two better players on Op4 doing this, but Mohammed's coming up on the wide flank. It's a Sunday. All right, I make no promises then, but I'll try my best. So I understand Op4's taking cover from the south, worried about the Overwatch position, but that's just allowing people on the ground to come in. Yeah, but when you're prone, your head's first, so if people mag dump each other, you're going to be aiming center mass. They're going to be aiming whatever's in front of you, which is the head. And that's where that unlucky headshot's coming in on. Got a handgun fight going on. Both sides run out. Choppy pulls back, only to get flanked and killed by Muhammad. As he now does attack reload and gets taken out by Keeper, but the sector was taken. Alpha, meanwhile, requisitioning to Op4 there. Amber is suppressing Keeper. Keeper pushes up. Amber folds in the cover and gets dropped in the first few shots. Keeper, I think, has the best KD out of everyone right now. If not KD, at least raw kills. Yeah, 9. Will probably be the first player to break 10 here, but they're doing work. Dimus covering the far rear here, takes their map out. Grenades getting thrown wide. Dimus now in a position to turn around and potentially get a few shots. Charlie was retaken, but Alpha gets taken back. Well, Barthia's trying to cover. You gotta love the moving back and forth like this. Barthis takes his handgun out, puts some double taps in. Nappy gets pushed on the rear. Cello takes fire by Dimus. Blindly runs in. Literally caught between two players right now, but looks like Kubik's actually turned around and got Dimus out there. But again, now we're going to see Keeper on that Overwatch position completely control Bravo, and a lot of, actually all of Blue 4 is going for Alpha and Bravo right now. So we might see another push-up in a second, but hey, as long as they control these two sectors and prevent Op4 from taking them, then they're going to be in a pretty good spot. If you want to be cautious with your winning here, Nappy gets the kill on that person. Mohammed runs around, doesn't realize there's someone in there. Nappy in a great position here, gets another kill. Seba, I think, noticed. Throws a grenade, it rolls out though. Nappy, I think, noticed it, goes prone. That is beautiful, he's still killing. Reloads his rifle. Oh, but the handgun finally gets him. Shut up, Zam. Can you time out Zam for 10 minutes? I don't feel like dealing with his sass today. Oh, man. I think when they're dead and respawning, they can still speak to each other locally, which is quite funny. But let's see, Op4 has control of 2 sectors now. Again, I can't tell you who's winning. It has to be close at this point. Both sides have had all 3 sectors under control for the same amount of time. What a grenade throw right there. That might actually get Nathan. Oh, I think it rolled right into the tree last minute and negated most of that fragmentation damage. Smoke's being thrown as Blue Force making a push to Bravo. We got an enveloping force coming on the other side. They made FNF modern again? Yeah, because attendance for World War II was too low. Usually it drops off. Dimus is about to get a free kill on Bardis. Yep. Blue 4 moving into the sector. They're going to get a shot on. It's a Hillary Clinton. I think that was one shot in the back of the head and then 2 more to confirm. It's a shame that that machine gunner committed suicide. Seriously, look, the gun's facing upward. They totally blew their own brains out. Ah! Thank you, Az. I appreciate it. All right, so now they've got control of Blue 4 Bravo, but Alpha's about to be requisitioned back to Op 4 here. Again, Blue 4 seems to be focusing on trying to hit these sectors one at a time, but because Op 4's had total control of Charlie and just using the Overwatch positions, I feel like they're really boxing Blue 4 in. And we might see Op 4 either run down and try to flank or just stay on these Overwatch areas, but if Blue 4 doesn't make a change, I feel like Op 4 is going to just bounce back. And right off the bat, you see forces starting to push in. It's interesting, because Op 4 started with a 4-person and a 2-person divide, but now they're working again with 3 teams of 2. And then Op 4, we've kind of seen them transition into either 2 3-man teams, or a 4-man team and a 2-man team. So it's really interesting to see these guys constantly shifting their dynamics back and forth, but I really think the... I'm not gonna lie, from the way he was blown away, that almost looked like a friendly fire kill. You know what I mean? These guys are both on 5 and... Oh dear. Oh, it was a double kill! By Dimus! Damn! Is he gonna make it a triple? Did he just one-tap that dude with his handgun? That might have been the 240 gunner, actually, but that was awesome. So yeah, handguns can still headshot. If you get the headshot, you're good. But now, Op 4 has control of all 3 sectors. We could see a box in here. Now, I would say, especially since, again, you bleed 5 tickets per second, every second that Op 4 has control of all 3 sectors is bad news for Blue 4. Cubics quickly gets back into control. That was at least a good 5 to 10 seconds, though, which is anywhere from 25 to 50 tickets. Earth Knight, for me, it's more lunchtime, so I'd go for a good grilled cheese. That's just my opinion, though. We got Blue 4 trying to send 2 people up to put pressure on Charlie, because Charlie hasn't had any pressure on in a while. Nappy coming around. I mean, they've gone 8 and 4. They've really bounced back here. Blue 4 keeps thinking their rear is covered, but it's not. Nappy, I think, just got a double kill. They're on 10. Keeper on 11. We got 6, 8, 3, and 5, where we got 5, 7, 5, 5, 5, and 5. I mean, Op 4 is definitely winning the kill fight. And now, once again, we have all 3 sectors under Op 4 control, but I think Blue 4 just killed all of Op 4's defenders up here, and now they're going to take the sector. Dimus quickly running up to try to counter it. Here we go. Grenade thrown in early on. It's going to bounce wide. Might still get Seba here. He notices last second, only to get blown up by it. Dimus pushes. Gets the kill. He's laughing about that. Seba could wake back up, though. We need to see Dimus double tap.
No.
Because I think the grenade, he's going to wake back up from it. Oh, but he's immediately blown away by, I'm not sure if that was Ambrose or Cello. Grenade's going in, though. Seba might take more damage, but he's prone. And Blue 4 still in the fight here, but Op 4 still going to be bleeding tickets. We got 2 people coming around on the Alpha side. I'm going to be honest, Blue 4, when they've attacked Alpha, they've been more consistent in actually hitting that spot. Charlie's been more consistent on controlling Op 4's been more consistent on controlling Charlie, but that's also because Blue 4 hasn't done a proper attack on it in a hot second. Seba gets flanked and taken out, but we got Ambrose and Cello. Amber's really been dominating this position up here, but yeah, no, Blue 4 takes it back. Thankfully, there's something in the way, so Cello doesn't get blown up by Ambrose's grenade. Keeper needs to be double tapped, otherwise could wake back up and get another kill. But now we could see Blue 4 dominate because all of Op 4 died except for Keeper. Keeper wakes back up. Mohammed's going to run into him. Gets killed. Cello doesn't turn to immediately realize what those shots were. Well, Keeper double taps Muhammad. Cello, I think, finally realizes, no! Keeper's going to get the next kill. 13 for Keeper and counting. That's going to relinquish that sector back to Op 4. Because Ambrose camped the wrong stairwell. Ambrose realizes what happened. You gotta double tap. Now Amber's gonna get on the rear of this group and could get some pretty good kills with some well-timed grenades. Nathan's watching rear. No, turns around last second. Gets a single headshot. Pushes in. Does a quick tack reload. Shoppy's pushing on the right. Gets another drop, and then gets flanked by Shoppy. We're going 2-1. I mean, that's not bad in that situation. I think Amber was out of grenades because otherwise opening with a grenade would have been a little better. And as I looked away and looked back, Alpha under Blue 4's control. Bardis gets the kill. Adoas here might get the flanking shot with that 240 Bravo. There it is. And Blue 4's now pushed to Bravo to take it, to deny Op 4 control of all 3 sectors again. We're probably going to see a group of QRF immediately adjust to going to Bravo here. You got Amber and Kubix now trying to go for Charlie again. I feel like Op 4 has the ticket advantage right now. I feel like Op 4 has had control of all 3 sectors for a longer amount of time. They had it for 2 separate incidents compared to Blue 4 only having it for 1. Even though Blue 4, I feel like, has had a little bit more time having 2 sectors, Op 4 has been turning that around, though. Plus, Op 4 have more of the kills right now, which I would say is the least important factor compared to 2 tickets a second bleed, but it also shows who's having the superior PvP. But I think Blue 4 is bouncing back. So it's still very hard to tell. Nathan gets a great shot right there, but Ambrose heard them, immediately turns and just mag dumps him. So that's going to be control of Charlie back to Blue 4. But again, Op 4 has control of all 3 sectors again, and every second counts. That 5-ticket bleed is very quick. But even though they only had that for, 4 or 5 seconds, that's 20 to 25 tickets, and that stacks up over time. Now Blue 4 has control of 2 sectors, so again, that's a 2-second bleed. Or 2-ticket bleed. Per second. You get my point. And I think that's going to turn around now for Op 4 controlling 2 sectors. But again, it's going to quickly change because Blue 4 is going to put 2 people on Bravo. Funny enough, I think we're 25 minutes into this round. I'd be curious if anyone knows the ticket count. Because if this is going to be a win by tickets, I feel like this situation is for if either side just dominates all 3 sectors and completely just locks down an enemy team. Again, you can't spawn camp, so you're forced to hold the sectors, but... Amber gets keyholed as Nathan goes up. Shoppy gets knocked out. Could wake back up, though. That's going to be a loss on Charlie. And Seto's doing his best to hold, but doesn't. We could see a 3-sector lockout again. Both sides are rocking 5.56 based weaponry. I would say definitely Western based factions, but in terms of like actual faction, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I don't have access to the current ticket count, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. So 10 seconds have already gone by. That's 50 tickets bled. And again, the max ticket count's 999. So I think based off of this, I definitely think Op 4 is winning. Because even having control for, 10 to 20 seconds is literally 50 to 100 tickets bled. Shoppy's going to get the flanking, though. Ambrose runs under Shoppy. Does Shoppy notice? Nope. Amber's going right for that sector, because at that point, the sector is the most important. Keeper gets blown away as they try to run in. And I feel like the sector is going to turn back around. Shoppy again trying to overwatch. But again, this is, I would say, the most important position because you can directly cover Charlie and Bravo from this spot. I'd say out of every spot you could set up, this is definitely the most effective. So that was like 25 seconds, which again, 25 times 5 that's 125 tickets bled. So I'd say Op4 is at least 200, even 300 tickets ahead of Blue 4 right now. What that is specifically, I wouldn't be able to tell you. And even then, if Blue 4 only takes one sector back, they're still losing 2 tickets a second. So now that Blue 4 only has one sector under control here, I feel like Op4 is going to be able to bounce it back, though, because Op4 is triple timing it. They're going to get this sector again because they're forcing Blue 4 to go into only specific positions because Op4 has good overwatch. And Blue 4 have no choice but in this runtime to either send people to play additional defense or go offensive and try to get another sector. But I feel like Op4's figured out how to lock things down here. Keeper gets the kill. Bardis, I'm not sure if he just got killed in the rifle fight or stuck his head up and got shot, but all he needs to do is go back in the sector and we'll start seeing that 5-ticket bleed again. So at this rate, I really do feel like this round's going to be over another 10 to 15 minutes tops. Oh, great grenade throw. Nate notices and is able last second to run around the corner. Great call there. I really hope that wasn't a friendly grenade. It doesn't matter. Oh, the texture itself gets blown up. Amber gets shot. And again, we got those 3 sectors at about 7 seconds already. 10, 11, 12. Again, every second, 5 tickets bled. I was a little worried about the 999 tickets. I felt like that was a bit too much when I saw the results, but now I know why. It's because when you have all 3 sectors, you just start stomping them out. And you just need 2 people per sector for defense at that point. Now again, I think Blue 4 is going to be able to bounce back with Alpha because consistently Blue 4 has won the Alpha sector fight. I don't know why, just Op4 can't seem to get a good spot to lock this area down. That's going to turn it around. Ah, but the flanks. They also, Op4 has really found a good spot with these bushes right here. Just locking down these 2 bushes to shoot anything that's taking cover from this top area. Cello, though, wins the fight here because of 100 rounds versus 30. So now Blue 4 has 2 sectors. They're going to start bleeding tickets. But again, at this point, if Blue 4 really wants to bounce back, they need to focus on controlling all 3 sectors. So this is a good start. But with the amount of people they lost to take it, I feel like Op4 is just going to be able to turn around and retake some of the territory. That's fine, Devour. We'll figure it out later. Dymus gets the kill. So here's the thing about the 240 Bravo. It's got a slower fire rate, but I've noticed a lot of times players have had to go to draw their handguns. With the 240, you have 100 shots compared to their 30. So in a sustainability fight, you will win. Because by the time they're drawing their handgun, you'll have shots still on target, and you'll at least be able to mag dump the shit out of them. Plus, you have the bigger caliber, which means you're doing bigger wounds per shot, doing more pain damage, which is at least going to force a knockout. You still have to then double tap them, though, to deliver the killing blow, at least. Yes, there is a rule where if you're alone, you have to either pull back to regroup, or if you're in a sector, you just have to hold that sector. I've noticed both sides play a little fast and loose with that rule, though, so I haven't really called it out. But they're at least respecting the fact that you can't leave spawn if you're alone. You have to wait for a buddy to then go out. So, again, I feel like it's fair. Both sides are bending it a little bit, but it's working out. But again, the weakness of this one Overwatch spot is if you don't have anyone covering your immediate flank, you're just going to get one-tapped. I've noticed Op4 get one-tapped right there at least 2 or 3 times this round. Interesting how the power dynamic has shifted. Because now we got Blue 4 controlling 2 sectors. They're trying to bounce back. It's not an absolute stomp out. It's 5 tickets for 5 seconds. My bad, guys. I thought it was 5 tickets per second. It's definitely going to make things a bit longer here. Yeah, I have it as, okay, yeah, no, you're right, 3 seconds per 5 seconds, but if controlling 2 sectors is 2 tickets per second. Mathematically, though, no, it says leads 5 tickets per second. That's the rules I've been sent. I mean, if you do exclamation point PvP rules, though, that's officially what I've been given, though, so I'll just ask DJ later. A little busy. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. But as far as I've been told, it's per second. So I don't know. I'll ask the event coordinator for clarification afterwards, but I sent him all that to clarify, and he confirmed that. So I don't know what to tell you at that point. Don't you love that? You get first shot on target, but then the guy that sprints up manages to get his gun to your head and manages to still blow your head off anyway? That's funny. Based off of rules, I would say Op4 is still winning because they've had control of all 3 sectors for a longer amount of time. Blue 4 maintaining great control of at least 1 sector, though, to force it to a 2-ticket bleed. And there's Charlie being turned around. Blue 4 sending a 3-man team up the side. Keeper is going to try to lock it down. I'm going to do another kill check here. So Cello on 9. Cubics on 7. Bardis on 11. Amberus bouncing back with 16. Mohammed on 9. Sarah on 6. Dimus on 13. Adowas on 8. Nathan on 12. Amberus gets the 17th kill right there. Choppy on 13. Nappy on 17, and Keeper on 18. So definitely some better heavy hitters on Op4 here, but, I mean, Blue 4's definitely getting some bounce back. Yeah, but Op4, again, they've at least been able to control either 2 or all 3 sectors for the entire round here, so... Here, I'm scrolling up to the PvP rule part just because I want to read this out. Blue 4 now has control of Charlie again. Op4 is going to try to bounce back here. But yeah, 2 teams of 6 start on opposite parts of the map. Each team has 999 tickets. The match lasts for 60 seconds or until one team reaches 0 tickets. 1 respawn bleeds 1 ticket. Controlling 2 sectors bleeds 2 tickets per second. Controlling 3 sectors bleeds 5 tickets per second. Players cannot exit respawn alone. They always have to have a buddy. At least 1 buddy. Op4 pushing forward, by the way, but they're getting knocked back. Amber might take that grenade damage, though. Nope, it's a smoke grenade. Okay. Continuing with the read-off, though. I do appreciate, though, Op4 is trying to run around to flank on the rear of this position, but the machine gunner manages to pick one of them off. And now Blue 4 has control of 2, but they need to send over to get Alpha as well. Players should always strive towards playing with at least a buddy team, aka at least 2 guys somewhere close to each other. But player remains solo, teammate has died. He may continue to push for the sector if he's close by, or must defend his position until his teammate arrives to help him. Optionally, he may regroup at the respawn. No spawn camping, no spawn rushing. And there's always going to be a Zeus on that's actively maintaining the rules. So not all of those rules are listed in PvP. I think the text cut off after the buddy team rules, but I listed one to still maintain it. But that's pretty much how it is. But Amber, almost on kill 20. Shoppy could wake back up, though. Again, I've noticed when the players are more stressed out, they don't do the double tap. And I think Amber failed to realize Shoppy woke up last second, or just opted to ignore it and continue to move up. But I think Amber's trying to come up to get the flank on these two. But Amber also firing, and these two get annihilated. But again, Op4 have control of the central sector. Again, I still think Blue 4 could bounce back if they maintain control of Charlie, use Charlie's Overwatch positions, and then push over. Because again, Blue 4, out of every firefight that's happened on Alpha, they've won many more than they haven't. The only reason the sector goes back to Op4 is because Blue 4 usually has their attention elsewhere. Dimus pretending to be a dead body. Oh, that's cheeky, but it works. 60-second match. Sorry, 60-minute. My bad. If I said that wrong. But unless Blue 4 can bounce back, again, Op4, they've had control of 2 or 3 of the sectors for so long. I'd say Op4's ticket lead is very high at this point. And if Op4 get control of all 3 sectors again and are able to maintain that for another, I would say, 30 seconds to a minute, I think it's going to be GG. No, I think I said roughly 5 minutes ago that this match would only... Oh, wow, look at that trade. They're even laughing about it. But again, Blue 4 could bounce back here. But it looks like, again, they're putting a lot of pressure on trying to get Charlie. But Shoppy goes up and gets the one Overwatch kill. And now could take Charlie back. Nappy trying to shoot through the little rails here. And is able to get it. 19 kills. Let's do another check real quick. Keeper on 19. Nappy on 18. Shoppy on 17. Nathan on 12. Adois on 8. Dimus on 16. Seba on 6. Mohammed on 12. Amberus on 20. First to break into the 20s there. Vardis on 14. Cubix on 9. Cello on 10. Again, Op4 just have been consistently per player getting higher kill counts, even though Amber has the biggest lead right now. But we're actually about to see, I think, Blue 4 get some time holding all 3 sectors. They're going to have to hold all 3 sectors for, gosh, mathematically speaking, at least a minute and a half to potentially catch up. I'd say Op4's lead is at least still probably up to 350 or 400 tickets at this point. So divide that by 5. They're going to have to take it for a minute and a half, but as soon as they take this sector, Charlie goes under. Bravo's going to be taken too. It seems that... thank you. So someone that can see the tickets are telling me it's 191 to Blue 4, 499 to Op 4. Oh, that's tough. I think this game is going to be over in about 5 minutes at this rate, because we got the 2 sectors bounced in. For Op4, just consistently, it's 2 sectors controlled. These 2 might be able to go around, but again, Alpha has been consistently, when there's a firefight involved, Blue 4 are able to maintain it. Oh, that's brutal. Very proactive defense on Bravo sector right there by Op4, locking down that one corner. Because I think they're also trying to deny the stairwell use, but Blue 4 has sniffed 2 people around on the side. And I think with that strategy, they're going to be able to get Charlie back. Ooh, a bipoded 240, though, with no stability issue. That's going to cause massive damage there, and we see him win that firefight. He has no idea where he's getting shot from. Keeper immediately tries to return fire. Amber's now ahead of Keeper by a kill there. I love that in the beginning this ladder was at least used once. Ladders are usually a death sentence in PvP, but Keeper on 22 now. As we can see, as I said earlier, Blue 4 are just, for whatever reason, Alpha has been the most consistent one-sided fight for either faction, and that's been Blue 4 here, so... Liru, you're a rep. Well, Wenduni, I appreciate it. I will then consistently ask you for ticket counts if you can hear me over the sound of that 240. Tries to push the rifleman with his handgun. Unsuccessful. Weapon sticks out. You should have bounced the grenade on the tree then if you wanted that, but... Oh, Dimas. Again, the weapon's too long, so... Dimas saw the 240 stick out by Cello and was able to then immediately pinpoint and take him out. Oh, man. So I'd assume Waduni is the one with the Zeus access then to make sure everything's going A-okay. Amberus getting a beautiful double kill here. Needs to get the double tap on Keeper, though. But could come back on top as the one with the most amount of kills. Throws a flashbang out. Keeper, I think, is going to wake up in a few moments. Yep. Oh, and it turned into a very nasty situation there. Keeper now on 23, I think got the kill officially. I think both sides is, auto riflemen are doing the worst here. At least the auto rifle for Op4 is the one with the least amount of kills. No, I stand corrected. Seba's the one doing the worst here for Blue 4. Ah, yes, the cover. I'm surprised Muhammad survived that, but then again, when you're in a bush, for whatever reason, it helps negate fragmentation damage. So Nappy's gonna think he's safe. What was that? When the bush speaks Polish. 100 for Blue 4 now. Yeah, again, it's the ticket drain. 100 divided by 2 is 50, so one more minute. If 2 sectors are under control by Op4, it's going to be GG. Oh, look at that long grenade throw. Nappy notices last second only to get blown up by it. Oh, damn. Got some suppression going in. Blue 4 still trying to maintain control of Charlie. So what happened here? Why did Op4, it looked very even, and then halfway through, Op4 was able to just maintain control of 3 sectors and really box people in. And I think it was because, again, Op4 noticed this position existed and realized they could cover Bravo sector from Charlie and then commit their infantry resources elsewhere. Here's that 3-sector lockout again. But again, I think it's going to immediately change. That was only able to bleed about 5 tickets. Back grenade's going to... No, it's a smoke grenade. I think the realization of that position really won it for Op4 there. And then they've just been able to maintain usage of that position. Blue 4 was able to maintain it for a little bit, but Op4 have realized how important Charlie is as a sector. They're always sending people up to hold it. Second sector taken. But now you can see from right here, Shoppy's able to get kills. He's up to 21. This is Blue 4's last stand here. They need to constantly maintain control of 2 sectors here. Yes, I'm going to be streaming the next match as well. But they need to control both these sectors to just stay in the game at this point because they're below 100 tickets. Definitely an uphill fight, though, but they got the kill on the Overwatch guy, which is really great. Cello gets the blowback over there. He's got to fight Adoas here. It's a 240 v 240 fight. Grenade goes wide. Oh, but Adoas gets him. And then you're just going to see that sector relinquish control, and Adoas has to stay in there to take control of it at least. And there it is. I'm gonna say it's probably another 30 seconds, to be honest, of both sectors under control, and then we're gonna see GG. Round is gonna end up going. There it is. Round went for about 48 minutes, but look at that. Op4 still had about a little under half their tickets remaining, but damn, it was just that stomp out when Op4 realized where that position was. But my God, that was pretty awesome. Highest kill count went to Keeper, and Bruce was always just lagging behind or getting ahead even, but you can just see the kill disparity here. And because of that, Op4 was also able to bounce back. But again, this kill disparity happened especially when Op4 realized they could cover one sector from another. And that was, I think that was the defining moment. There's Wenduni. Oh, it's a Neko too. Awesome. Anyway, 115 kills to tickets, mind you. That's awesome. And we'll be covering the next round momentarily here, seeing how all of that goes. So, next match should theoretically be happening ASAP. I'll actually defer to Wenduni on that, because I don't know what the policy is going to be on that side. But here, we'll jump down. I'm sure Charlotte can translate.
Ja się położyłem w krzaku, ale...
Chwilę ciszy, ogłoszenie. Dwóch drużyn były ciągle hinty o to, że oddaliście się o siebie. Nieraz było powtarzanie, że jesteście za daleko. Tutaj powtarzam tym bardziej Fogowi, jakoż iż będą dalej grali. Trzymać się bliżej siebie. To, że jesteście w dwójce na początku, a później jedna osoba odchodzi do drugiej, nie mówiąc tam u was nic na radiu, chociaż nie byłem u was na radiu, ale po prostu sam fakt tego, że nagle jedna osoba idzie na C, a inna osoba idzie na A, to jest jedno. Drugie, przypominam, resp jest tam, gdzie jest ta gruba linia, nie tam, gdzie są pachołki. Tam, gdzie są pachołki, to wy możecie wyjść z respa, jeśli tam jest wasz przyjaciel. Było to tam też powtarzane, czy to w Pogu, czy w Jadze, powtarzałem. I tyle, co miałem do powiedzenia, mówię. Tutaj spacing non-stop był tutaj ten tak mocno naciągany.
No,
dużo razy
porobujesz
też się
jakieś
wstrzymywałem.
screeny, żeby było to jakaś odnotacja, czy ni chuja?
Adnotacja do czego?
W sensie, jak zauważysz, że coś ci nie pasuje, najlepiej róbcie jakieś screeny, czy coś potem będzie...
Jest wszystko nagrane, czy to u Liru, czy to u DJ Rolnika, nawet tam
no to powrzuc,
było
ale
mi
chodzi
pisane.
Słuchaj, to nie odchodzi, że się nagrało, tylko powrzucajcie to gdzieś, żeby potem... Bo regulamin macie dziurawy, a zasady nie są
Nie,
bardzo...
w regulaminie jest napisane, że jest spacing ustalany przez sędziego. Tak, jako ja w każdym momencie, w którym uważałem, że jest naruszane, to informowałem.
Okay.
To samo. Jednak jest różnica, tutaj Kacper ci
A dasz
powiem.
mi dokończyć Wieduni, czy nie za bardzo?
No, proszę.
Chodzi mi o to, że zasady, przynajmniej ja rozumiem, że ty wiesz bardzo dobrze, jak wygląda spacing, ale gracze nie zawsze i szczególnie w ferworze walki. I jeżeli...
So there's going to be a 1 hour break before the complaints they were spreading out, not staying together fair. So there's going to be a 1 hour break between the next round, so I'm going to take that break, which means we'll probably start the next round at about 2:15 Eastern Standard Time, which will go into 3 o'clock, and then I actually should be able to cover all 3 rounds of FNF. So I'm going to take that hour-long break and see you guys in that hour. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.